she'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me, 'cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. 'Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. Living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams all night. All the problems disappear. She could tell you the things you wanna hear. She could read your mind and then she could believe all the little lies you tell yourself at night. Never get it wrong, it's always right. Making the plate, being the plate. She is unruly. Never seen it like this. Didn't think it existed, no truth. Don't get in the way, she's not here to play, she'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me, 'cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. 'Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. Living in my dreams, 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 living in my we're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive, get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like crawling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe that you crossed my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. myself up to let us know how to grow. Whoa.
Fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about it side the most. Words got deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover warm, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. 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 Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about it side the most. Words got deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover warm, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. 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 Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about it side the most. Words got deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover warm, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. 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 Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover warm, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about it side the most. Words got deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. Think you cool, tatted up, cover warmth, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. 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 Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tights, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover warmth, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about it side the most. Words go deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. Think you cool, tatted up, cover warmth, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. 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 But you ain't even flexing.
Protecting my peace for so long, a little too good, now I'm so low. Watching reruns of the same shows. Almost every party I'm a no-show. Even with green lights I don't go. Never been sure, no I don't know. How does everybody else let go of the ego? Don't go out nearly as much as I should. Barely know the way around my neighborhood. I'm ruminating, I feel no good. Not living life like I know I could. Like I know I could. Like I know I should. Like I know I could. Like I know I could. Like I could. If you would show me, yeah. If you would show me, yeah.
Peace, 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 everyone. Peace, everyone. If y'all can hear me, can y'all put some sevens in the chat for me? Welcome back to Moving Without Motion. I am your sister Kay Glover Ill, returning after a wait. We're going to kick off the Africa Problem Series Part 2. Definitely not be long with you all this evening, but I wanted to get at least a video and have a bit of time. I am still here in the Mecca. Let's see, y'all can see me now. I'm still here in the Mecca. I'll be here for a little while longer. I am okay. Thank you all for the calls, the text messages, the emails, the voice messages. Well, thank you all for your love and support that you all have been sharing and showing me. Always honors to Prophet Noble Ali, right? All praises to Father God Allah. Honors to each and every one of you who are participating in this Ramadan. Always honors to my husband, Brother Richard Neal Bay, Islam. So again, we're going to get a little bit into this, the Negro problem, the African problem, pardon me, the African problem in this series. Again, if y'all can hear me, put some sevens in the chat. Put some sevens in the chat if y'all can hear me. Let's see if y'all can hear me. Give me one moment. Yeah, it sounds like y'all can hear me. I was checking over on Facebook. Y'all can hear me on Facebook. Y'all can hear me on YouTube. So let's get it. I'm going to share my screen. I ain't been on here in a minute. It is so different. All of these different options now on StreamYard. I remember StreamYard used to be so basic. Now they got 1,001 options now. So we're going to start off with the Holy Quran of the Moorish Temple of America, prepared by the noble Prophet Ali, with the guidance of his Father God Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his Father God Allah. Islam. So I'm going to go to chapter 46. Chapter 46. Right? Chapter 46. And I want to go to the beginning of Christianity. And it reads, the foundation of Christianity began in Rome. The Roman nations founded the first church of whom crucified Jesus of Nazareth for seeking to redeem his people from under the Roman yoke and law. Jesus himself was of the true blood of the ancient Canaanites and Moabites and the inhabitants of Africa, seeking to redeem his people in those days from the pressure of the pale-skinned nations of Europe. Rome crucified him according to their law. Then Europe had peace for a long time until Muhammad I came upon the scene and fulfilled the works of Jesus Nazareth. The holy teachings of Jesus was to the common people to redeem them from under the great pressure of the hands of the unjust, that the rulers and the rich would not oppress the poor, also that the lion and the lamb may lay down together, and neither would be harmed when morning came. These teachings were not accepted by the rulers, neither by the rich, because they loved the principles of the Ten Commandments. The rulers and the rich live, while the poor suffer and die. The lamb is the poor people. The lion is the rulers and the rich. And through love, peace, love, true peace, freedom, and justice, all men are one and equal to seek their own destiny and to worship under their own vine and fig tree, after the principles of the holy and divine laws of their fathers, their forefathers. All nations of the earth in these modern days are seeking peace, but there is but one true and divine way that peace may be obtained in these days, and it is through love, true peace, freedom, and justice being taught universally to all nations and all lands. All right. And I want to make an emphasis on the lamb is the poor people, the lion is the rulers and the rich. And through love, true peace, freedom, and justice, all men are one and equal to seek their own destiny and to worship under their own vine and fig tree, after the principles of the holy and divine laws of their forefathers. So we're going to get into the fig tree this evening. All right, we're going to get into the fig tree this evening. Let's see. Let me blow this up a little bit. I'm going to get into the fig tree this evening. If we go to, I'm going to go to King James Version. The book of Micah 4:4. The book of Micah 4:4 says, "But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord of hosts hath spoken it." All right, we're talking about your own vine and fig tree. Your own vine and fig tree. And that is Micah 4:4. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree. Right? So let's see what the etymology of the word fig is. So we're talking about the fig tree, so we're going to check out and see what the etymology of the word fig means. So here we are, fig, early 13th century, so it's 1200s, right? Right, it says a common Mediterranean source, possibly a Semitic one. Possibly a Semitic one. Right, compare Phoenician fig, half ripe fig. A reborrowing of a word that had been taken directly from Latin as Old English, thick, fig, fig tree. And then it goes into the insulting sense. But right, it says the insulting sense of the word in Shakespeare's etc. a fig 4 is 1570s and 17th century, sometimes in Latin form fico, in part from fig as small, valueless thing, but also from Greek and Italian use of their versions of the word as slang for vulva, apparently because of how a ripe fig looks when split open. Given the fig, French, faire la figue, Spanish, dar la higa, was an incident gesture of ancient provenance made by putting the thumb between two fingers or into the mouth with the intended effect of the modern gesture of flipping the bird. All right, use of fig leaf in figurative sense of flimsy disguise, 1550s, is from Genesis 3 and 7. All right, you can also see it in Jeremiah 1 and 39. So the fig we see as a tree is fairly a new word as far as the etymology of the word. Right, 13th century, we're talking about 1200s again. Right, something that I found very interesting is George Washington. And what George Washington said about being under your own vine and fig tree. Right? So it says here, blow it up a little bit. George Washington's letter to the Hebrew congregation of Newport. Now, why is George Washington sending out a letter to the Hebrew congregation of Newport? And should a letter be written in Hebrew? Right, we're talking about the 1700s. Letter should be written in Hebrew, right? Boy, this whole lie that they have put together. George Washington's letter to the Hebrew congregation in Newport. Gentlemen, while I receive with much satisfaction your address, replete with expression of esteem, I rejoice in the opportunity of assuring you that I shall always retain grateful remembrance of the cordial welcome I experienced on my visit to Newport from all classes of citizens. The reflection on the days of difficulty and danger which are past is rendered the more sweet from a conscience that they are succeeded by days of uncommon prosperity and security. If we have wisdom to make the best use of the advantages with which we are now favored, we cannot fail. Under the just administration of a good government, to become a great and happy people. The citizens of the United States of America have a right to applaud themselves for having given to mankind examples of an enlarged and liberal policy, a policy worthy of imitation. All possesses alike liberty of conscience and immunities of citizenship. It is now no more there's now no more that toleration is spoken of as if it were the indulgence of one class of people, that another enjoyed the exercise of their inherent natural rights. For happily, the government of the United States, which gives to bigotry no sanction, to persecution no assistance, requires only that they who live under its protection should demean themselves as good citizens and giving it on all occasions their effectual support. It will be inconsistent for the frankness of my character not to avow that I am pleased with your favorable opinion and fervent wishes for my felicity. May the children of the stock of Abraham who dwell in this land continue to merit and enjoy the goodwill of the other inhabitants, while everyone shall sit in safety under his own vine and fig tree, and there shall be none to make him afraid. May the Father of all mercy scatter light and not darkness upon our paths, and make us all in our several vocations useful here, in his own due time and way, everlastingly happy. G. Washington. So again, this is a letter that he wrote to the Hebrew congregation of Newport, right? He said, well, everyone shall sit in safety under his own vine and fig tree, and there shall be none to make him afraid. That is exactly what Prophet Noble Drew Ali said in the Holy Quran of the Moorish Temple of America. Let's go back to it. Right? He said the same thing. He said, the lamb is the poor people. The lion is the rulers and the rich. And through love, true peace, freedom, and justice, all men are one and equal to seek their destiny and to worship under their own vine and fig tree, after the principles of the holy and divine laws of their forefathers. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that the prophet Micah said. Micah said, but there shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord of hosts has spoken it. Same thing. The same exact thing. Right? But it's us who gets into, the division, right? Who gets into the discord. All right, let's read a little bit about the fig and its color, red. The fig in its color, red. Why is the fig red? Why is the fig red? All right, so it says the red Sicilian is an Italian fig variety. Remember, Prophet Noble Drew Ali said that the Italians are Moors. Islam says the red Sicilian is an Italian variety originating from Sicily. It is a sweet, cold-resistant, prolific growing fig. It produces medium-sized fruit that is reddish brown in color with great taste and red pulp of an excellent fig flavor. Right? It is an Italian variety. Well, I found some of these colors. And that is also mentioned within our Holy Quran of the Moorish Temple of America. Right, so I'm going to go to chapter 45, the divine origins of the Asiatic nations. The divine origins of the Asiatic nations. And it reads, the fallen sons and daughters of the Asiatic nations, the Asiatic nation in North America, need to learn to love instead of hate and to know their higher self and lower self. This is the uniting of the Holy Quran of Mecca for teaching and instructing all Moorish Americans, etc. The key of civilization was and is in the hands of the Asiatic nations, the Moorish, who were ancient Moabites and the founders of the holy city of Mecca, the Egyptians, who were the Hammatites, and of a direct descendant of Mizraim, the Arabians, the seed of Hagar, Japanese and Chinese, the Hindus of India, the descendants of the ancient Canaanites, Hittites, and Moabites of the land of Canaan. The Asiatic nations of North, South, and Central America, the Moorish Americans and Mexicans of North America, Brazilians, Argentinians, Chileans in South America, Colombians, Nicaraguans, and the natives of San Salvador and Central America, etc. All of these are Muslims. The Turks are the true descendants of Hagar, who are the chief protectors of the Islamic creed of Mecca, beginning from Muhammad I, the founding of the uniting of Islam by the command of the great universal God, Allah. Right? It says the Egyptians, who were the Hammatites, and of a direct descendant of Mizraim, the Arabians, the seed of Hagar, Japanese and Chinese. Right? So what I found out about these Hammatites, right? I found something very interesting about the Hammatites. Right, because the Hammatites means the same thing. The Hammatites means the same thing as hematite, right? And hematite hematite is a heavy and relatively hard oxidized mineral, ferric acid, that constitutes the most important iron ore because of its high iron content, 70%, and its abundance. Its name is derived from the Greek word blood, an allusion to its red color. Many of the various forms of hematite have separate names. The still gray crystals and coarse gray varieties have a brilliant metallic luster and are known as peculiar iron ore. The scaly types are called micaeous hematite. Much hematite occurs in a soft, fine grain, earthy form called red orchard or rutile. Intermediate between these types are compact varieties, often with a reinformed surface, kidney ore, or a fibrous structure, pencil ore. Red orchard is used as a paint pigment, a purified form, rogue, and is used to polish plate glass, right? So when I saw that it had a they use it in paint pigment, I went to go look and see what this color hematite looked like, and this is what I found. Right, so this is hematite oil paint. Right, this is your hematite oil paint. You see the color of it, right? But the color also looks very familiar. It looks very, very familiar. Right, because it also looks like this color here. This is maroon. Maroon. Because you know about the story of the Maroons in Jamaica and them being Moors. Now, most say, well, right? But here is the color. The color looks very similar to the hematite. Let's go back to the hematite. Very, very familiar, right? We're talking about the vine and fig tree, and we get into the color of the fig. Islam. Well, for those who say, I'm not a Moor, I'm a American Indian. Well, here you go. Indian red. Indian red. The thing about colors is, we can play around with, who we say we are, but the colors aren't lying. No, the colors don't lie. And the colors aren't biased. See, the colors look just like Indian red and maroon and hematite to be similar because they are, right? We're under our own vine and fig tree. So this is another way that, children can be taught the truth without having any ill will feelings towards anyone, right? We got to get back to teaching the children to stop being biased, right? We got a lot of bias with us because we don't like this group, or we don't like that group, and we don't like this name, or we don't like that name. And the truth is that the name was changed, and it's okay, right? Because we're all working on our own soul salvation. We're all working on our own goals, right? We're all working on our own genealogy. We're all working on finding out who we really and truly are. So when we go back to being who we are, we can go back to the color wheel. Color's not lying. Islam. So let's read a little bit more about these Hematites, right, who are also the Canaanites, right, the Moabites, the Hittites, the Amorites. Let's share this. Y'all put some 7s in the chat if y'all can hear me. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see who is in the chat. Shout out to the world class. Love you, bro. Peace to Sister K Bay. Islam to Ancient Upper Room. You said I was breaking up on Facebook. Yeah, it looks like Facebook got kind of like a lag on it. Hopefully it'll stop lagging, but yeah, I can see even when I look at the picture resolution or the video resolution on Facebook, it kind of got like a lag on it. Hopefully it will play back without the lag, without me breaking up. But if we get to so this is let me blow this up some. All right, here we go. I think I passed it. Let me look for it again. Here we go. It says some mysteries. More and more scholars are coming to admit that peoples from the Middle East reached the New World long before Columbus or the Vikings. One stone found at Fort Benning, Georgia, has unusual markings all over it. Professor Stanislaw Surgit, professor of Semitic languages of the University of Paraguay, has identified the markings on the stone as a script of the second millennium before the Messiah, before the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete, right? So if we go down a little bit more, we can read about these Minoan inscriptions in New England. Dr. Cyrus Gordon indicated that Jews were in America in ancient times. The inscription on the stone, he asserts, is in the writing style of Canaan, the promised land of the Hebrews. Concludes Gordon, whom I interviewed at his old New England style home in the suburbs of Boston, that these findings and others reflect Bronze Age transatlantic communication between the Mediterranean and the New World around the middle of the second millennium BC. In 1968, Manfred Metcalf was looking for slabs to build a barbecue pit. Several strange-looking flat rocks caught his eye. He picked up a large flat piece of sandstone about 9 inches long, brushed it off, and noticed odd markings on it. Metcalf gave the stone to Dr. Joseph B. Mahan, Jr., Director of Education in Georgia. Mahan sent a copy of the stone to Cyrus Gordon. Gordon reported after studying the inscriptions, "It was apparent to me that the affinities of the script were with the Aegean syllabary, whose two best known forms are Minoan linear A and Mycenaean linear B." Says the double axe in the lower left corner is of course reminiscent of Minoan civilization. The single vertical lines remind us of the vertical lines standing each of numeral 1 in the Aegean syllabary, while the little circles stand for 100. Gordon concluded, "We therefore have American inscriptional contact with the Aegean of the Bronze Age near the southwest and north shores of the Gulf of Mexico. Now today it's called the Gulf of America." Islam. This can hardly be accidental. Ancient Aegean writing near 3 different sectors of the Gulf reflects Bronze Age transatlantic communication between the Mediterranean and the New World around the middle of the second millennium BC. Gordon offered the exciting thought the Aegean analogs to Mayan writing, to the Aztec glyphs, and to the Metcalf stone inspire the hope that the deciphered scripts of the Mediterranean may provide keys for unlocking the unforgotten system of writing in the New World. A generation capable of landing men on the moon may also be able to place pre-Columbian Americas within the framework of world history. Further proof that the transatlantic travel and communication existed in Bronze Age in the middle of the second millennium BC during the time of David and Solomon and before comes to us from South America. So yeah, these inscriptions was here prior, right? So it further reads, King Solomon's navy. Cyrus Gordon believes the king mentioned in the script can be identified as Hiram III, who reigned 553 to 533 BC. The inscription seems to verify an unusual statement ancient biblical chronicler wrote, and King Solomon made a navy of ships in Ezon-Geber, which is beside Elah, on the shore of the Red Sea, in the land of Edom. And Hiram sent in the navy his servants, shipmen, that had knowledge of the sea with the servants of Solomon. And they came to Ophir and fetched from thence gold, 420 talents, and brought it to King Solomon. This is 1 Kings 9, 26 to 28. In the days of Solomon, there was an alliance between Hiram, the king of Tyre, and the Israelites under Solomon. They were not only allies, but very friendly toward one another. 2 Chronicles 2, 2 through 12. Israelites and Phoenicians even worked together to build the temple of Jehovah, God of Jerusalem. This alliance included shipping together, although the Phoenicians were known to jealously guard the secrets of oceanic navigation. We read in 2 Chronicles 8, beginning verse 8. Then went Solomon to Ezon-Geber and to Elah at the seaside in the island of Edom, and Hiram sent him by the hands of his servants' ships, the servants that had knowledge of the sea, and they with the servants of the Solomon to Ophir, and took thence 450 talents of gold and brought them to King. Not anything, silver and Jerusalem and stones and cedar trees made he as the sycamore trees that are in the low plains in abundance. Solomon had his own personal fleets and dominated world trade. And King Solomon passed all the kings of the earth in riches and wisdom. There is archaeological evidence, in fact, the globe selling from Ezon-Geber, a port at the terminus of the Red Sea near modern Aqaba or Eilat, Hebrew customs discovered by the early English settlers in the Americas were found among some of the Indian tribes, including the wearing of phylacteries. Minoan and Phoenician coins have been found. Inscriptions of ancient Phoenician and Minoan scripts in Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and the Star of David was even found in ancient ruins of the Pueblo Indians in New Mexico. In the middle of the second millennium BC and down to the time of Solomon circa 1000 BC, oceanic travel by maritime powers in the Middle East seems to have been fairly common. So we see here all right. I'm gonna get a little bit to more of these. It was definitely right in his act. It says the oldest written sentence in first alphabet found inscribed on ancient comb. This is coast to coast. Let me blow this up for y'all. What is believed to be the oldest written sentence in humanity's first alphabet has been found inscribed on an ancient comb unearthed in Israel. And the message relates to a problem that still persists to this day. Although the remarkable object was reportedly discovered a few years ago at a site that was once a thriving Canaanite city-state, it was only late last year when a researcher noticed the peculiar writing contained on the piece. A subsequent examination determined that the message was penned in the Canaanite script, which is humanity's earliest known alphabet. Islam, the Canaanite script is humanity's known oldest alphabet. So again, when we talk about our flag being over 10,000 years old, and we talk about us being here way before this introduction of someone by the name of Christopher Columbus, right? We talk about us being here before this thing called the 1619 Project. Right? We can show and prove that we were definitely, right, we didn't come here on slave ships. It says Solomon, sent out his ships. It didn't say that Solomon sent no slaves on those slave ships, right? This is way before there was even a thought of a Christopher Columbus, before a 1619 project, before this quote unquote great Atlantic slave trade that's always continued to be pushed down our throat, right? We got to be able to teach the youth the truth about who we are. And with that, y'all, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, like I said, I wasn't going to be here long this evening. Peace and love.